King Omix's team of killers is walking around the city, randomly killing people. Lotus, who had previously killed many people during the abandoned school gold event organized by King Omix, walks alone to the police station. He thinks to himself,
"There are no innocent people here. They have all killed someone in their life."
He begins firing from the front, taking down 2 guards with his AK-47. Lotus, highly skilled in his AK-47 abilities, continues moving through the police station. In the corridor, he encounters police personnel and showcases his different AK-47 skills. As he reaches the halfway point of the building, he has already killed everyone, whether they were criminals or police officers. Over 200 kills have been carried out by him. However, he is now out of ammo. Suddenly, a police officer shoots him in the shoulder as he tries to take aim with his AK-47. Lotus's shoulder bleeds profusely, and he takes cover against the wall. Knowing he is outmatched and out of ammunition, he realizes his journey ends here. He lies down on the ground, accepting his fate. A police officer approaches Lotus to check if he is alive. Suspecting the worst, the officer shoots 2 bullets into Lotus's head to ensure he is dead. When other police personnel gather around the body, one of them discovers that Lotus is covered in a high-powered bomb with only 8 seconds left on the timer. The officer shouts for everyone to run, and the bomb explodes, taking the lives of Lotus and 30 police personnel who were in close proximity to him. Lotus had taken the risk of wearing the bomb, considering whether to deploy it in the middle of the building. Ultimately, he chose to sacrifice himself, knowing that his ammunition had been depleted and he had no other options. The first news of the incident flashes on a large billboard in the city. King Omix sits in one corner, observing the news. One person killed 250 people in police station Zone A, with 200 killed by gunshots and 50 killed by a bomb blast. King Omix shows a slight smile, and nearby, a little girl is eating an ice cream. She is very young. King Omix addresses the girl, saying,
"Look there, my workers are doing good work. They sacrifice themselves for me and their lives hold no value. In this new world, I don't need any godly powers to kill these people. They are their own enemies. I have simply shown them the right path." He then offers the girl another ice cream, asking if she wants one.
The innocent girl happily accepts and continues enjoying her ice cream, oblivious to King Omix's words. He continues, saying,
"Greed is inside everyone. Your greed is to eat as much ice cream as possible. It's the taste of greed. You are too young to understand these things. I hope you don't engage in any illegal activities in the future."
At that moment, the girl's mother arrives and scolds her child for accepting something from an unknown person. She throws the ice cream on the floor. King Omix looks at the woman and remarks,
"You have committed many corruptions in your life, and I can see it from your heart."
The girl's mother tries to slap King Omix, but as she approaches, his leg suddenly breaks. She falls to the floor, and all her bones shatter inside her, resulting in her immediate death. The little girl, unaware of what has happened, tries to wake up her mother, but her bones have shattered like glass beneath her skin. During this time, King Omix summons another god who can transform objects. Seeing the girl's mother guilt and knowing that she has committed many illegal acts in her life, he turns her bones into glass. As the public gathers to witness the tragedy, King Omix emerges with his ice cream. In another part of the city, the news flashes in the office of Clark's proprietorship. Iaga is shocked to see the news and calls Adino, saying,
"Son, have you watched today's news?
Adino responds, "No, father," and turns on the TV. They see the news about the killings. Adino vows to find out who has committed these acts, as such incidents tarnish their image in the market and instill fear in the public. Then Gilbert joins the meeting and says, "Father, I have some information from internal police sources. The police checked the person's face from the CCTV footage and identified him as Lotus, the infamous killer who also participated in the abandoned school event. If he is still alive, he may also be involved in the killing of Adino's gang members who were hiding outside the abandoned school building."
Diago responds, "So, we still haven't made any progress in identifying the mastermind behind this. Find the culprit as soon as possible."
Adino adds, "Gilbert, those gang members who went missing and participated in the event might have answers. We need to locate the survivors and gather information from them." Gilbert raises a concern. "But we don't know how many of them are still alive. Besides Lotus, who else is still out there?" Diago decides,
"Find out who is still alive, and we will determine their fate."
The call ends.
Meanwhile, Alex receives a call from Adino's gang members, urging him to come to the location for an urgent mission. Alex hesitates, saying,
"I'm busy today. I have some plans."
The gang members accuse him of avoiding Adino's decision, and Alex contemplates.
"What kind of work is Adino assigning me? Is it related to weapon dealing?"
The gang member clarifies, "No, there is no weapon deal involved. Come here, and further instructions will be given by Adino himself." The call ends.
Alex wonders about the work they have assigned him and decides to go to Adino's location. Next scene, Dr. Jekyll sees the news but ignores it. Soon after, he receives a call from Admiral Marcus.
Marcus asks, "Have you forgotten about me?" Dr. Jekyll responds, "Admiral, I haven't forgotten you. I have been busy, and I didn't have a chance to call you." Marcus reassures him, "It happens to anyone. It's not your fault that King Omex reincarnated. Your beloved secretary may have passed away, but she always wanted you to continue working for the society. So, continue your work. I have some client orders for brain replacements with new young bodies. Let's restart this work together." Dr. Jekyll objects, "I don't want to do it anymore. Killing King Omex was my primary objective." Marcus insists, "Listen, Jekyll. We are here to make money. I have provided you with confidential assets, some of which even the government doesn't know about. The King Omex case is a prime example. If you stop working, how can we both profit?" Dr. Jekyll asserts, "I don't have any greed for money. I have knowledge, and with the power of knowledge, I can earn money whenever I need." Marcus insists, "These clients are precious to me. I have assured them that you will provide them with new bodies." Dr. Jekyll firmly responds, "I'm sorry, but I can't help you any further. If you have any intel on King Omex, then you can help me." Marcus responds coldly, "You are the only one who knows how to transfer brains, and that's why I've been talking to you. But remember, if anyone else possesses the same ability, I will kill you instantly." He abruptly ends the call. Marcus thinks to himself, if someone else can perform brain transfers, Dr. Jekyll's existence becomes expendable. Dr. Jekyll contemplates, "I have dedicated many years of research to reach this position, but these people fail to understand the value of my knowledge. I hope Patcher completes my work as soon as possible."
The scene shifts to Patcher, who is running through the streets of the city, displaying his acrobatic skills. His sole focus is to find and kill King Omex. At a corner of the roadside, he witnesses one person killing another with a steel chain. Unaware of the situation, Patcher approaches the scene. Red Tape, the assailant, tightens his chain around the victim's neck until the person dies. Patcher laughs at Red Tape and taunts him.
"You are too slow."
Red Tape responds by throwing his chain towards Patcher, attempting to capture him. However, Patcher evades the attack and challenges Red Tape.
"You have a flexible body, but can you survive my next move?"
As Red Tape prepares to throw his chain again, a gunshot is heard. Both Patcher and Red Tape raise their hands, realizing they are being held responsible for killing the innocent man. Patcher points his finger at Red Tape, accusing him of the murder. The police arrive at the scene and instruct both Patcher and Red Tape to lie on the ground. The police officer states,
"You, mister, throw your chain. You killed that person with it, and it's evidence against you." Red Tape responds to the police officer, "Have you ever shot down any enemies before?" The police officer replies, "Yes, and they were all criminals." Red Tape counters, "So, you were a criminal too. You killed them for your own satisfaction. They killed others for their satisfaction. Don't you feel any guilt for killing so many people?" The police officer justifies their actions, saying, "If they kill innocent people, we have no choice but to eliminate them and cleanse society." Red Tape, "Join my gang. Our leader is King Omex."
Upon hearing the name Omex, Patcher swiftly draws his hidden sword from his clothes and cuts off Red Tape's right arm. Red Tape cries out in pain and threatens to kill Patcher. The police officer intervenes, commanding them to cease their actions. Patcher throws a knife at Red Tape, but Red Tape manages to dodge it. Both Patcher and Red Tape stop running down the same street while the police officer opens fire on them. They engage in combat while on the move, but Red Tape, realizing he is no match for Patcher and handicapped by his missing arm, tries to find a hidden path. Eventually, he turns left towards an abandoned building. To his surprise, Red Tape comes face to face with Maddie. Initially, Red Tape doesn't recognize Maddie since he hasn't killed as many people. Patcher, approaching from behind, throws a knife at Red Tape, aiming for his neck. Maddie kicks Red Tape's legs, saving him from the knife attack. Grateful, Red Tape asks Maddie,
"Hey, man, thanks for the help. Do I know you?" Maddie replies, "I'm with the team of 5. Do you remember now? I've killed one person during the fight." Upon hearing the mention of the team of 5, Red Tape loses all hope, realizing his fate is sealed. He thinks, "This is the end for me, and now this fool wants to die here with me."
Patcher, having overheard their conversation, identifies Maddie as another member of the team of 5. Maddie boldly asks Patcher,
"And who are you?" Patcher, confident in his impending demise, responds, "You have some guts to ask for my name before you die. I am Patcher, the great assassin." Maddie states, "I thought that if I killed you before knowing your name, I would always wonder about it. Now that you've answered, these are your last moments." He launches a series of punches towards Patcher.
Patcher, analyzing Maddie's movements, realizes Maddie is too slow and manages to dodge most of the attacks. However, one powerful punch lands on Patcher's shoulder, causing the skin to crack and blood to flow. Red Tape, observing the fight, acknowledges Maddie's skills. He hadn't recognized him before, but now understands his capabilities. Maddie blocks one of Patcher's attacks, seizes both of his hands, and throws him to the ground. He continues to pummel Patcher's face, causing it to be covered in blood with broken nose and jaw. Despite the brutal beating, Patcher refuses to give up.
Red Tape smiled and said to Patcher, "If you had waited 2 more days, you could have participated in the next event. However, your bad luck has led to your death here. You can never kill King Omex, who possesses godlike powers and is beyond the reach of small assassins like yourself." He laughed at Patcher.
Maddie attempts to intervene and give Patcher a slow death by tying a steel chain around his neck and pulling it. Patcher, using all his power, breaks free from Maddie's grasp and pushes Red Tape towards him. In that moment, Patcher swiftly cuts off Red Tape's head with another knife. Maddie witnesses this but fails to save Red Tape in time. He tries to land punches on Patcher, but Patcher effortlessly blocks all of his attacks. Patcher, fixing his broken jaw with more punches to Maddie's face, declares his intention to kill the remaining members of King Omex, including Maddie, before targeting King Omex himself. Maddie realizes that if he tries to kill Patcher, he will be killed instantly. He understands the danger Patcher poses to King Omex if Omex doesn't know who is attempting to assassinate him. Maddie decides to inform the other members and King Omex about the situation. Despite being injured in the arm from one of Patcher's knives, Maddie manages to escape from the location. Patcher, with a sinister smile, plans to await the others at the upcoming event and finish them all in one place. He heads towards Dr. Jekyll's laboratory.
If you enjoy the story and want to continue the journey with the Mystic Skeleton, please subscribe to our channel.